Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit that notification bell, get all the updates. We're set for today's video. It's Friday, and apparently on Fridays I drink Fidens because it's another Fidens review. This is Hatchet. It's an IPA. It's coming in at 6.3%. I love that ABV. It's Citra and Galaxy. I love those hops. And it is 2.5 weeks old at time of review, if my math is correct, which I think it is. Proper glassware, so you can finish that sentence. I have not had this. My wife did have this, so, but I did not. I let her try two different ones, and I said, which one do you like better? You can drink that one, and she picked this one. All right, so despite my glass being a little dirty, just enough to bother me. Yeah, it's a lighter yellow color. There is some orange in there. It's not like straw colored, but there's some of that mixed in, I guess. Barely off white head, tiny bubbles, not a ton of head. I don't know if it's just how I poured it or not. Some lacing sticking around. Kind of fun looking. No real legs, which makes sense given the ABV. Let's get into that aroma. I like that. Yeah, I've talked about this a lot with beers that have Galaxy. I haven't been getting as much pineapple out of it as I used to. I don't know if that's a me thing, although other people have told me the same thing, so I don't think it's just a me thing. Or just the hop. Lately, the hop crop has been producing less of that note lately, or what? I say that because I do get some pineapple out of this, which I appreciate. Appreciate. Apparently, I just hit puberty. Some nice, soft orange notes. Mango. It's got real nice tropical elements because you get that like unmistakable pineapple, you get that unmistakable mango, the orange as well. But then there is like some generic like tropical fruitiness. I'd throw papaya. I can pretty confidently say I get that specifically. A little bit of peach rings. It's relatively sweet and fruity, like ripe fruit. But then there's a little bit of a confectionery thing. But the pineapple is kind of like you just open up a can of crushed pineapple, which I really appreciate. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. Great level of bitterness. In the best possible way this drinks like an IPA, which I really appreciate. Yeah, I love that level of bitterness. The fruits, there are definitely ripe elements and juicy elements, but it's not like overly done. It's not like almost rotten fruit sweetness, like actual fruit. Like when it gets so ripe, it's basically rotten. But like it can be really nice and juicy. Also, it's not there, which makes sense. You know, IPA versus double IPA with the sweetness of those two beers being different. Again, this really drinks like a nice IPA with that bitterness. I know I'm like really hammering that home, but I really like the bitterness of this. That pineapple, very pleasant. It reminds me of dried pineapple, but not the kind you buy at the store that has like the sugar or whatever on the outside, but like making it at your house with a what's that, dehumidifier, food dehydrator. It's got a little bit of that like twang to it, which I really like also. So it is like that canned pineapple rings, but then you dried them for a little bit. The orange, little zesty, which I didn't get in the aroma. I got more like the actual juice part of the orange, so I appreciate that as well. Now that I've tasted it too, and I'm smelling it, some nice apricot notes for sure in the aroma, and a little bit in the taste too. Like it goes well with that peach. So I guess like pitted fruit might be a better way of saying it. Yeah. Like I definitely get what I typically get out of Citra from this beer, which is a good thing. Which then makes me really appreciate, I'm harping on the bitterness and the pineappleness, but it makes me really appreciate that all the pineapple I'm getting. Because, man, I've been longing for Galaxy kicking out pineapple for a while. A little yeasty, which I like. Not full on bubble gum, but like approaching it. Yeah, this is really good. And again, I love the ABV on this, 6.3. Love that. Yeah, I think it's clear. I really like this beer. I've had the style from this brewery I've had the most easily is double IPAs, which I think is what they brew the most based on what I've seen. And it's nice to have this, and again, to have that bitterness I want in an IPA. So kudos to that, and then again, kudos to the Galaxy actually kicking out some pineapple. So yeah, I really like this beer. I think it's pretty clear. No wonder my wife picked it also. Have you had this beer before? What are your thoughts on Galaxy hops and pineapple lately? What are you drinking now? Anything, everything, comment section below. Excuse me, let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews of both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.